Today we have a battle between two incredibly powerful characters, Thor versus Shazam. Welcome to Hero Villains, where we explore the world of comic book heroes and villains. Odinson and Billy Batson, also known as Shazam, are among the mightiest superheroes, honored in the most prestigious teams of their respective universes. Both wield the power to control lightning and stand as equals to ancient gods. When faced with the question of who among these thunderous warriors would prevail in a fierce battle, we can't help but speculate with bated breath. Thor, created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, first appeared in Journey into Mystery 83. As the god of thunder from Asgard and the son of Odin, the king of Asgard, Thor wields the legendary hammer Mjolnir and has sworn to protect both Asgard and Midgard. He is a noble warrior and one of the most powerful beings on Earth. Shazam, created by Beck and Bill Parker, made his debut in Flash Comics 1 in 1939. Initially called Captain Marvel, Shazam's legend has since been etched in the hearts of fans. But before we dive into the analysis, please hit the subscribe button. It helps us a lot and we greatly appreciate it. Shazam possesses the power of 7 gods, all converged within his body, transforming him into an unstoppable divine warrior. He has the wisdom of Solomon, granting him superhuman memory and exceptional intelligence and clarity. Shazam's endurance and strength are nearly limitless, as demonstrated when he has faced Wonder Woman and Superman in intense battles. His speed is lightning fast, and his courage is unshakable. Shazam can also unleash powerful lightning bolts capable of harming Superman and other mighty beings. Billy Batson, originally just an orphan boy, was deemed worthy of becoming the champion of an ancient wizard. Every time he shouts the word Shazam, he immediately inherits the powers of Solomon, Hercules, Atlas, Zeus, Achilles, and Mercury, transforming into the invincible warrior Shazam. With these unparalleled powers, Shazam is no longer an ordinary boy but has become one of the true giants of the universe. Thor is one of the most powerful entities in the entire Marvel universe. With strength that surpasses all limits, he can lift up to 106 million tons and unleash attacks powerful enough to destroy entire planets in battle. Thor can move at the speed of light, making him a formidable opponent in both strength and speed. Thor's superhuman appearance, combined with his sharp intellect, is further bolstered by his magical belt, Mjolnir. As the god of thunder, Thor can fly and control the weather at will. When entering a berserker rage, Thor feels no pain, even from the brutal attacks of Maestro, a devastating future version of the Hulk. When on the brink of defeat, Thor can unleash the God Blast, a massive energy explosion drawn from his very life force. The God Blast is so powerful that it can make Galactus, even in a weakened state, tremble and can cause severe damage to mighty celestials like Exeter the Exterminator. Thor has channeled his divine life force and the power of Mjolnir to harm an entity that had absorbed Odin's power. However, even a hungry or weakened Galactus is still stronger than Shazam. Thor has far more combat experience and his blows carry an unimaginable ferocity. While Shazam may draw strength from Superman, it is important to note that Superman, even at his best, does not carry the same destructive intent as Thor. The core issue here is that while Shazam may injure Thor, the damage he inflicts pales in comparison to what Thor can do to Shazam. Moreover, Superman primarily fights with his fists, while Thor wields a weapon that always packs more destructive power than any punch. Thor has faced far more terrifying foes than Shazam, while Shazam's greatest opponent has been Black Adam, a being still weaker than Thor. Thor surpasses Shazam in experience, strength, and endurance. The only advantage Shazam can boast of is speed, but even that is only slightly better than Thor's. The strength of Hercules, often compared to Superman, might be Shazam's strong suit, along with the power from Zeus, a vast and immeasurable force that could amplify Billy's other abilities and perhaps include things we've never witnessed before. But Thor would not let that vagabond escape. He swung his hammer with insane speed before using the divine mace like a propeller, launching himself skyward in pursuit of the fleeing foe. The demigod quickly caught up, slamming his silver-clad shoulder into the wizard's chest. Shazam was knocked back but remained unharmed. He retaliated with force, punching the Norse god away before attempting to flee. However, the Asgardian wouldn't allow it. Thor shot after the retreating hero, dragging him back. The two fought in the sky, circling each other and clashing as they flew into the clouds, like two fireworks, leaving a white streak in their wake. Two bolts of light. The combatants soared higher and higher into the sky at nearly untrackable speed, delivering devastating blows in rapid succession. Shazam was trying to escape, but Thor was merely assessing his opponent. This wizard was truly strong and fast, but he lacked skill. From his weak posture and awkward stance, the warrior could tell that his opponent was inexperienced, and he intended to exploit that. With just a quick swing of his hammer, the Asgardian sent Shazam crashing to the ground. But the 50-yard fall was more than enough time for the sorcerer to recover, rolling mid-air before charging at his opponent. Both fists extended, the sorcerer barreled into Thor's chest. But the Avenger was ready. A strong swing of Mjolnir knocked the child aside. Shazam staggered back a yard. He shook his head, nearly instantly regaining his composure. Billy now realized that if he wanted to surpass Thor, he would have to fight his way through. H-Imp the kid muttered with a smirk, "Alright, I'll stop and play for a second. But you'd better be ready." The red-clad hero wasted no time. He charged at the Avenger with renewed strength, landing a straight punch to the demigod's face. Thor staggered back. The Asgardian was not expecting such a sudden surge of power. But it wouldn't happen again. Shazam attacked the god once more, throwing a right hook at him. But Thor was ready. He blocked the strike with his forearm, countering with a powerful headbutt to the wizard's skull. Shazam stumbled. "What?" his ears ringing. Before he could recover, a swift blow from Thor's lightning-imbued hammer sent him crashing into a skyscraper miles away. Shazam collided with the building's metal walls, causing the structure to crumble like cardboard. But Thor didn't give him a moment's respite. He charged at the fallen foe, grabbing him by the throat before hurling him far from the city. The Asgardian allowed his weakened enemy to gain speed before ramming into the dazed hero. However, Shazam noticed the Asgardian's approach. With a shout, he summoned a bolt of lightning to strike his airborne foe. The blinding light scorched his enemy, enveloping him in fierce torment. Thor didn't even attempt to dodge, expecting his invulnerability to lightning to hold. Clearly, that was a mistake in a split second, for the young sorcerer was back at his enemy's side. With a fist full of thunder, Shazam punched his opponent backward. He wasn't holding back anymore. His smug grin had vanished, replaced by a fierce snarl as he unleashed devastation upon the demigod. Shazam roared as he pummeled the Avenger's face. He battered the millennia-old Superman higher and higher into the sky, each blow stronger than the last, bruising the god's face and body. But Thor caught Shazam's next punch in his palm, returning with a ground-shaking kick to the young messenger's side. The Asgardian locked eyes with the furious sorcerer. His hair was disheveled, his face bruised and burned in several spots. Let's see whose magic is stronger. You brazen fool, lightning flashed and crackled around their bodies as they fought in midair. Shazam threw a kick, but Thor caught his leg, pinning him down with an elbow to the chin. As his neck cracked, the wizard conjured a powerful bolt of lightning in his palm, blindly hurling the spear at his opponent's chest. Thor launched his strike at point-blank range. He staggered, his armor scorched on the metal plate in the center. While still trembling, Shazam took the opportunity to lunge at him. However, the Prince of Asgard was quicker. He spun toward the demigod, hurling Mjolnir at the boy's back. Shazam deftly dodged the hammer before blasting Thor in the neck, gripping the Avenger by the throat with his left hand. Shazam pushed his enemy to the ground, pounding him with his right. Their impact created a 50-foot crater in the ground, sending plumes of dust into the sky as Shazam knelt on his opponent, delivering a vicious blow. First, a punch to the face, then a headbutt to the forehead, followed by a barrage of elbow strikes, headbutts, and punches to the face. As Shazam raised his fist, he noticed a sly smile on Thor's bruised face. Oh, but he was being beaten. Why was he smiling during the beating? Except, no, it couldn't be. As if on cue, Thor's trusty hammer bounced off the wizard's head, knocking Billy to the ground. Thor spun to his feet, grabbing his hammer before with a fluid motion, slamming it down on the wizard lying on the ground. Shazam barely rolled away in time. Springing up to a sitting position, he fired a barrage of lightning bolts from his fingertips straight into the Asgardian's chest. While the god of thunder lost his balance, tumbling skyward as the strikes hit, separating him from his hammer. Shazam grabbed the mallet as he rushed toward the hero before turning the god's own weapon against him. Multiple strikes to the face and chest sent Thor crashing into the brown, rocky ground of a desert some 4 miles away. Thor staggered to his feet, waiting for Captain Marvel. Shazam shot down like a bullet. He landed a few steps away, leaving a crater where he stood. Holding the hammer, he advanced toward his opponent. But as he strode forward, a thick fern grew from the ground, tightly wrapping the sorcerer's left leg in a firm bind of tendrils. Shazam glanced down at his leg. Could this guy fight with plants too? But they were just a distraction. Thor seized the opportunity to charge at his opponent. In a flash, he rammed into Captain Marvel's torso, delivering an elbow to the face that sent the demigod crashing into the clouds, just as he had arrived. Mjolnir slipped from Shazam's grasp, spinning in midair before the Asgardian reclaimed it with a swift yank, swinging the hammer at Mach 5 speed. Thor shot up into the sky after Shazam. The wizard attempted a strategy that had worked before. He summoned a powerful lightning spear from the sky to strike the oncoming enemy. Thor had anticipated the inexperienced hero's move. Instead of letting the lightning connect, he raised Mjolnir above his head, allowing the hammer to absorb the heat from the strike as he slid beneath the powerful magical bolt. Mjolnir erupted with intense energy, crackling in Thor's hands. The Asgardian leaped into the air, delivering a powerful blow to Shazam's chest. Shazam felt the hammer's power. First it was freezing cold, then it was scorching. No, it was searing hot. The second time, it slowed down around him. His power and Thor's merged into a catastrophic strike. That power was not something easily absorbed, and the blow went straight to the boy's ribs, like a meteor. Billy crashed to the ground, triggering an explosion of intense power as he did. The courage of Achilles gave Billy unparalleled bravery and near invulnerability. The speed of Mercury granted him the ability to move at incredible speed. However, there are significant differences between Billy and Thor. Thor is a noble warrior, forged in thousands of years of relentless combat, while Billy is just a teenager, gifted with extraordinary powers but lacking real battle experience. Thor excels in skill. Shazam's lightning, though powerful, has never been described as ultimate. It serves more as an auxiliary to his strength. In contrast, Thor's lightning can take down the Hulk with a single blow. Propel attacks that can destroy planets, encompass the entire globe, and cause Hyperion to scream in agony with just a single bolt. Thor can even use antimatter lightning to defeat the Hulk again. Even if Billy possesses the power of Zeus, we cannot compare Zeus's achievements with Shazam because he seems unable to fully harness that power. Meanwhile, Thor has proven his lightning power far surpasses others by using cosmic lightning to take down Skyfather Ultron, a powerful figure. Shazam might find a strategy to win, but it won't be as simple a task as it is for the mighty Thor. What do you think? Let us know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. That's the video for today. We'll stop here. Thank you so much.